Good evening, everyone. Whoever has taken their exam for the past few days, all the best to you. And whoever have not taken the paper, going to take your paper soon, all the best. Okay. I think so far for the past 3 years of the COVID, I think this is the year 2023 that really go to school compared to last year. Last year still got some hiccups here and there, some disruption, some period of time is, there's some issue of your CCA or things like that. But this year seems like to be in the full force. So yeah, it's back to normal. Hopefully continue like that, even though I heard there's some new variants coming in. Whatever it is, those of you are in the Sec3s, we've all use Sec3 here. It's going to be over already, Rachie. Yeah, going to over soon, after next month. You'll be Sec4, I know this year is going to be the FML, WTF, WTH, very sad. Yeah, cold. Then you bring your jacket. Must bring your jacket, correct. I think Sec3 is the year that Rachie, you will remember there's a lot of things coming in, right? Like the what do you call this? The what do you call that? I went to your school. What is the event called? What's the event called? Rachie, can't remember.
Atas Fest.
Sorry?
Atas Fest.
What fair?
Like Atas, like where?
Atas fair, okay. So a lot of events coming out, a lot of things in Sec3, but next year is really a very, very important year for all of you. Okay, so if you are in the hall, there's aircon, please bring your jacket. No need to say one, all right? And then if you're still feel very, very cold, you can still request from your teacher that say, I'm feeling very cold. They will help you, they may shift you to some other place if possible. If not, then depends on how your teachers, the teachers were in charge in the hall, okay, or even in the classroom. Usually when I do invigilators that time, if it's cold, I will request to either turn off the aircon a bit not so high, and possible to shift the candidates to not so cold place. Other than that, I think it's no choice. Okay. All right, so this is the exam paper from the Express last 3 weeks or so during the school holidays, the 1 week school holiday that you came for the exam. Just let's go through the answer quickly. For Guoren and Ziye, if you need the answer sheet, please let me know sooner. Okay, if not, then we just take it from there. But if you still want to let me go through and verify, please let me know. We can do separately, of course. Right. So let's start with number 1. That is the visual graphic text. May I have somebody send some message here? Oh, Zach is not here. Who else is not here? Ethan is here, okay. This paper you did not take, Xiaoling, because you did not come for the September paper. Okay, just to give you a quick one. In case if you want, I can send you the insert now. Okay. Okay, so this is the insert for visual graphic text. It's talking about poverty, Singapore against poverty. As mentioned before, you always take the four corners. Okay, and showing this, these are low income. You realize that in Singapore, there's still a lot of people who are we call deprived from food, deprived from housing, from educations, from job, from electricity and water bills, a lot. Okay, so kind of pity them. Surprisingly, Singapore is quite developed. It's not quite, it's developed, but yet there are still so many people's no food, no drinks, no jobs, and not even able to survive through per days. So you see, we are spoiled for choice. That's the picture here to show that we are able to sustain our own day-to-day diets, but not so many people. 387,000 low-income people. Wow, very close to 500,000 soon. Okay, so we're gonna move on to this one here. This is a passage, Qiao Lin. Okay, he's talking about this. Right, if you want to just roughly let you know what is it about, and then the text section C is about this celebrities, how celebrities have influenced us in our day-to-day life. Okay. I know next week is mostly all exams start already. I hope I sent to you just now those TikTok will give you some, not TikTok, is it TikTok? Is Instagram, will give you some inspiration, motivations, and aspirations to study hard for your exam. Okay, number one, can I have Hao Xian? Can you read the question, please? The web page.
The web page begins with it. So wait, the web page begins with it's so hard to decide on what to eat. What effect is this intended to have on the reader?
Don't mind read the rest because Uncle a bit
Okay.
Don't
To
mind
make the reader reconsider the difficulty of the decision and to realize that there are bigger problems than choice of food, seriousness of the problems others have to face. Which sentence gives the main purpose of the web page? The sentence is help break the cycle of poverty in Singapore.
Yeah, a lot of students get it right. I think a few of them got it wrong. Or is it the other way around? I can't really remember. But it's really to help to break the cycle. We don't want to see your generation still got a few 100,000 of people still no food to eat. Honestly, when I was younger, much younger, maybe 10 years old plus, or to maybe Set 1, Set 2, Singapore has still got a lot of people who are very poor, including myself as Uncle Raymond when I was young. Okay, so come from poor family, and you know, to eat a KFC, to eat one burger is like, wow, very hard. Even want to drink one can of soft drink is also very hard. And that time there not many soft drinks, or not many McDonald's or KFC, or not many fast food for us to choose. We always eat coffee shops or home cooked food. Okay, so yeah, get back to number one. It's true that we are spoiled for choice. Okay, there's a bigger problem that we have. What are you all talking about? What brain cell? Are you okay? Carry on to talk among yourself. So I move on. Hao Xian.
In which two ways can Singaporeans afford to do better? Singaporeans can volunteer their time and help out with Singaporeans against poverty, raise awareness of poverty, and they can share like the page on Facebook with their friends.
So at the bottom of the corner, the visual graphic text, there's this Facebook. So you can like and share it. The more the social media is so powerful that they can not only they can spread awareness, attention, and alertness, but also creates the very big circumference to influence people. Of course, it can be the good, the bad. Okay, depends on how you choose it. Right. So you need the handphone to look at it. Okay, that's what I feel. Okay, thanks, Hao Xian. Hao Xian, how was your article essay today?
Not gonna lie, right? Not bad, not bad.
So those I sent to you is you use the format.
Yeah, I use the format.
Yeah, the things. In fact, I got about 10 over pages of article.
But then I saw it like last second, so I had to like read through everything.
You mean your teacher never share with you the format, man?
No, she never come for like a lot of periods. So like she came for the last 3.
No. Even came from the last 3, my dear. She also will share with you guys the class with the template. What is article? How to write article? What is a subline? Okay. How do you write the dates? How do you write the content? 他没有讲咩?
He did, but then like it's not like efficient for me.
Oh, then you all got no practice.
No, she just like rushed through the last 3.
No.
last 3.
No, I mean they are rough through, okay, but did they give you like homework to practice in class?
No.
Huh?
No.
No practice
That's why I was rushing to find your one.
Huh? No,
Yeah.
no practice in class, no practice at home, then just go for exam.
Yeah, because she never come for it. All the other ones are like substitute.
But substitute 也是要 carry out the duty to do it 吗？没有做。
No, she just gave us like compositions and stuff.
Oh, okay. Nothing to say, bro. I got nothing to say. I was like, okay. I tell you, sorry, if you are my son or my nephew, I will go straight to the school and ask for some answer. Cannot lah. This is set 3. What happens if this is set 4 like that? Cannot lah. That's not right. Seriously. Yeah, I think jialat, you are right. I mean, cannot. Seriously, I'm so sorry. But if you really what you say is true, I mean, be fair to your school. I have to listen to the other side of the story of the school. But of course, I trust you what you have said. But if it's true, then I think it's not only it doesn't do justice to you, but also to your classmate also. So imagine those classmates who do not have manwu toshi, don't know what is the article is, what it is. Correct, honey? That's it, man. You don't know what's going to happen. 对吗，子夜? Right. Cannot afford to have this. I don't think Ziye, your school teacher will do like that. Okay, maybe she got a reason not to come to school, fair enough, but I mean, somebody have to take over to give you the idea. So last question to ask you, Hao Shen. So how did you what was the article about? Can you roughly share based
the
on
article?
What was the story, in other words?
Wait, can you like continue with your other one? Because I kind of forget. I'm gonna rethink it.
Sorry?
I'm gonna think back because I kind of forget. So you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That means you are able to write the article based on the format I give you, and then you just put whatever ideas by looking at the situation writings, the key points and everything, correct?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
It's unit teams, like UNIT, then teams of secondary 3 English language. Then you choose like 3 topics, then you have to choose one. Then
you present to who?
Present for the it's like you have to post it, publish it on the website.
Correct.
For the students to like read.
Then there is do you sign
AI.
off?
Huh?
Do you sign off with your name or things like that, your date?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right. So do you use the RAFT? What is your role for this article? Are you the school leaders, not the student leaders, or the CCA leaders, or what?
No, it's an examination. So like when I publish it, it's just an examination that to like, you know.
No, I mean the article is what is your role inside and who's the audience? The format is article.
What's my role inside the article?
Yeah. What do you write as a journalist or as a
No, I write as a taker. It is like an exam. Then you publish it like it's basically an exam inside an exam.
Oh, got you. Okay, 明白.
I love how Joe was so confused.
Yeah. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Wow, that is quite tough.
Yeah.
Hey, that's quite tough. If you do not have practice, 笑了. Okay.
That's
That's
why I rushed through last second.
Oh, that's quite tough. Sorry, because yesterday, what happened? Where were I? After my lesson, I quickly go in and search for the article for you. Then I send it to you. And what did I do in the morning, afternoon? I said, what did I do? Seriously, I dementia. Never mind. I have to also think back. But I know today I went to see doctor lah, about my acupuncture. Yesterday was marking paper. And then, marking, well, was having tuition with my Sec4 students. Then afternoons, I was having tuition also. Okay. Thank you, Hao Shen, for this. Next, can you read 456, please? Can you, are you there? Can you? Helen, your turn.
Alright, I think he's lagging.
Is what?
I think he's lagging. He mentioned earlier that his Wi-Fi a bit jalan.
Oh, okay, sorry. No problem. No.
Find words in paragraph 1 which suggest I, undisturbed by development, undeveloped by the expanding city.
So five words, So 5 words, so you have to use the word side. It's like code questions. Next one. Helen.
Countless my rate. Spelling error 0 marks.
Yes. Number 5.
Ouch, the lag. What does the phrase modest house tell us about Bitlab's living condition? Marks. The house is small size and simple. / humble / no frill / consists of.
See, modest house. When you see the word modest, 就是说麻雀虽小五脏齐全. It's a very small, reasonable. That means there's a room, there's a toilet, there's a bathroom, there's a kitchen, that kind of things. Very reasonable, that kind of basic needs that we have. Right. So the next question, number 6, please.
Which phrase in paragraph 1 suggests that the villagers are empathetic? The phrase is share what little they had.
I mean, if you look at the passage, it's really poor thing. It's correct me, I'm wrong. It's from India, right?
Bangladesh, I think.
Bangladesh,
Yeah, it should be Bangladesh. Should be recalled correct.
Oh, Tianyu is up already. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
no need to. See, Hanning and the rest, we are doing these questions. You no need to think about it. You look at the countries; these are quite undeveloped countries. India is not. Certain parts are pretty nice and good. Bangladesh is really quite bad. Pakistan also. Afghanistan, no need to say. Afghanistan is confirmed. I don't know how long they're going to take to develop. Maybe next 2-3 generations, based on their religions and the way the Taliban is taking over.
I don't think the Taliban's leaving anytime soon. So
yeah, unless somebody overthrow them or they change their attitudes towards the religions issue. Like I say, I don't want to deal with too much of their religions. I respect them, their religions, but certain things they do. If you look at the social study, you'll know about the Malala case. All right. So number 7, please. Honey.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, your camera's still not working.
Yeah, it's still not working. I have no idea why.
Okay, come.
In paragraph 2, the writer describes the effects of the monsoon. Explain how the language used shows how devastating the monsoon was. Support your ideas with 3 details from paragraph 2, 3 marks. Land was completely covered due to the strength and reach of the waves. The sea rose and consumed the land. Strong enough to uproot trees. Trees were wrenched from the ground. Crops were completely destroyed. Crops decimated. Houses were reduced to nothing. Houses pulverized. Buildings that stood for years collapsed, transformed into a battered pile of rubble. General explanation. For example, destroy whole village, not accepted. Need specific point-by-point explanation.
Exactly. Because it's 3 marks. They ask you to give 3 details. But sometimes, if a student were to give like that, I will still be a bit lenient. Will still want to give marks for that. But at least he's doing something rather than leave the question blank, in my opinion, okay? Quarren and Tianyu, please turn on your camera. Thank you. By looking at what you have read just now, my perceptions and by looking at this, what happened to your, I'm currently dying from flu. Oh, you're poor thing, yeah, maybe Uncle Raymond, the flu passed to you already. Poor thing. Take medicine, yeah, exam coming.
Good teachers don't just pass knowledge to their students, they pass signals too.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. Well, the way you say like that, I'm so feel like so bad. Yeah, take care. Everyone take care. Exam coming. Take more vitamin C. plenty of water, and then if you really cannot feel well, go to Yirensen. Please don't, I hate to use the word try, please don't take the Western medicine, meaning the Panadol or the whatever it is. Take the Chinese herbs and medicine will be better. But if you really have a lot of phlegm, take Flumacil, F-L-U-M-I-L. Yeah, Flumacil, is it? Flumacil, F-L-U-M-A-C-I-L. Yes. Take that Flumacil. It's very good to clear off your phlegm. Okay, seriously, a lot of phlegm. Yeah. So by looking at these countries confirm, wow, I sometimes wonder if this country is so poor, they always have flood, they always got these things. Hey, how come the government don't do anything? Then where the hell the money they take really do nothing?
Okay, you see the issue with countries like this is a white government.
You see, in Singapore, every time I drive on the road will be hacking, or drilling, laying a layer of new coats of tars or everything, or every time it was like putting in cables. I drive until I'm so fed up sometimes. Oh my God, here another loop block, and here another jam, here another people, group of people's construction workers making roads and here and there. Really makes, and then some the drainage pipe, the drains, really as the government here really make efforts to make sure the infrastructures are tip-top conditions. But look at these poor guys there. Oh my goodness. So my advice is do not read your comprehension passage once. During your exam that is coming, those of you, I think paper 2 is somewhere next week and the following week. So my advice is read at least 2 times. Seriously, if you read 1 time, I don't know. Then the question also read 2 times. Don't rush to it unless you're so super confident. But usually exams is not like that. Okay. So Warren, so I cannot ask you to read today, how you rest, okay? But if you can turn on your camera, will be good. If you cannot, then never mind. If you're lying on the bed, it's okay. Right, just listen. All right, let's move on. Tianyu, are you able to read now?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my PC just now.
Yeah,
It just like, all right, read what? 8?
yes, sir.
All right. In paragraph 2, why was mourning a luxury that they could not afford? Lines 19 to 20. Funerals were expensive and they did not have the money / poor / they had to be practical and make a living.
No need to read the slash next time. No need to read the slash.
They had to be practical and make a living elsewhere and did not have time for a funeral.
Well, if this is a situation like that, can you imagine 他们没有人情味 They don't have the 人情味. Are you okay, girl? Are you okay, Warren? Yeah, good. You saw I bought the Genshin already. That one is really Genshin, right? That one really Genshin.
Where?
In the chat.
Yeah, no, I said where. Like where is he selling?
Chinatown point.
Alright, that hey, let's go tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I the moment you asked, I knew where we were going.
No, whoever wants, get it for me.
Let's go, we're going tomorrow, Cha.
Go where? Chinatown point?
Yeah, Chinatown, 12 p.m. I mean 12 a.m. Later, 2 more hours, you go there. We will meet there.
You siao.
No.
You crazy. Hey, exam coming, don't go out too often. Please stay at home. Ayo, please. Yeah, the virus, you see, the poor girl already caught virus already. Ayo, stay at home, please stay at home. If funeral is so expensive, that means is how bad this situation in this country is. Really, it is beyond my imagination. When you see people die, it's like nobody. It's just like 一只老鼠死掉，一只蟑螂死掉，一只狗这样死掉，这样没有。
Wait, this one is Indonesia, right? If I remember.
Bangladesh.
Yes.
Bangladesh is where? What's that?
Next to India.
It's like India.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure India, isn't it the one where the train and then a lot of people are just hanging outside? Is it that one or is that Indonesia? I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's India. The one where people hang outside.
Sure. Their condition is already very bad. Like to the point people are like all clinging outside of the train door and stuff.
That's why you see China, nobody do that. You see, even those very poor villagers who want to take train to go back to their hometown for Chinese New Year or whatever it is, they still have an affordability to have a seat. And I don't think they can sit on the bullet train too fast for them. By the time you sit on top, the whole feather flew off already.
For
Whereas
you.
compared to the Indians, the train is not that train is like World War II trains, or even in the 60s, 70s trains, that kind of thing. No wonder every time the track, all disrail and then people die,
The
accident.
Jews do be on their way though.
Huh?
The Jews do be on their way though.
Yo, whoa.
I don't know what happened. You see, until now, 5,000 years, their history is as rich as China, but yet, and some of their democratic countries compared to the communist country.
How are communists better doing than democratic countries?
But
like that?
India is not a communist country, yeah.
India is not communist, but how are they doing worse than a communist country?
Yeah, sadly to say.
Like historically, communist countries haven't done very well.
Only China.
Yeah,
But I don't take
historically.
it as China as a full communist country. A full communist country cannot do like that. No. It's different. Okay, so anyway, you can see how bad it is. Number 9, please, continue.
All right. In your own words, state 3 challenge Philip faced in the city. Hundreds filed for a single job, meaning that it's lack of employment, lack of job, had to compete with many for jobs. Hunger drove numberless people to madness, meaning starvation affected people's mental health. Neighbors couldn't have cared if they lived or died, meaning lack of concern or support from neighbors. At least the immigrant possessions could have been stolen, meaning looting.
Merger, this is at least their merger.
Merger.
Merger 就是很少. You see, if neighbor don't care for you, we have a Chinese saying that 远亲不如近邻啊. 邻居是 more closer than the relative who stay far apart from you. And yet with all these jobs, numbers of people and unemployed on the street of beggars, starvations, wow. I feel very pity for these people who are born in that countries to suffer. And that's why now I understand why this cleaner downstairs from the town council, I'm staying in the HDB, where this town council, the supervisor in charge of all the cleaners, he came from Bangladesh. And he told me the story about, being a graduate there, if they can't find a job, he has to come here and do all this job. Now, can you imagine you study until so high, and then in your country, you can't find a job? The same goes to all of you here. You're all going to graduate as university students in a few more years' time to come. So, of course, the first thing that you have to pay back your loans, your bank loans or your loans from your families, or even your self-study, your self-sponsored loans. Usually our parents are. That's one thing. But like I say, I always say, all of you are Uncle Raymond's dreams and my missions and my objective is to make everyone to go to university. But I never promise you that when you graduate as a university student, you will be able to find a job. I think just now I sent a TikTok to all of you. It's about 为什么要读书啊？我觉得是真的很有意思。读书不是为了找一份好工作，是找一份有学问。对你自己有帮助的 knowledge-based economy is very, very important. Seriously, okay. I mean, I'm not like I have a lot of experience to share with you, but I have enough experience due to my age, due to my years of working experience. I have enough to share with you. A few days ago, Warren, it was my dream to go to a law firm. So I was in a law firm selling my eco-friendly products. The moment I went in, I feel like, oh my God, this is supposed to be the place I'm working. And the law firm was in United Overseas Bank in Breakfast Place. You know, the tower, very long, the UOB building. First time in my life I went out. I'm so, so swaku, meaning say so sampa. The lift, there's no button. Okay, it's using face recognition. So the moment you have the face recognition, you go inside to the lift, all right? Before you go inside the lift, they recognize your face, then you have to press the number. Then you go inside the lift, then it'll take you to the floor. So I blah, I don't know, I follow the rest, go inside. The moment I want to press the button and say, I'm sorry, does this lift go to 25th floor? Everyone was looking at me saying, no, you are supposed to go and face recognitions, then you got to press the number, then you come into the lift. So I get out on the 30th floor, and do my face recognition and getting into the lift. Not so high tech compared to 20 years ago when working in this kind of buildings. Okay, with with long sleeve and tie, white collars stuff. It's just pressing the button. Now the inside the lift is only open and close button door. And that's high tech. And why I say I went into law firm because they are having this healthcare check for all the lawyers and the staff. It's really the atmosphere is different. It's really different, the way they talk and present. And I was taking a photo at the receptionist. I was looking at the ladies, and the lady was very good, wow, very profound, And I was telling her, well, this was my dream to be a lawyer. Oh, so may I ask why you didn't? My parents was not rich enough to send me for overseas as an external law degree student, so I took another law. So I just cross-referenced with him. So what makes you want to be a lawyer? She was asking. Because of David Marshall and none other than Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. I said, wow. Why I share with you this is that even though I can't fulfill my dream as a lawyer, I hope any one of you one day can be a good lawyers. And not just a good lawyers, lawyers that really care for the poor. And the doctors also care for the poor. That would be good. Like I say, I want to be Sun Tzu, but I want to train 9,000 Sun Tzu like you. You become the Sun Tzu, and you yourself, Sun Tzu, develop and nurture another 9,000 of Sun Tzu. Okay, that's what I feel. All right, thank you. Number 10, please.
All right. In paragraph 4, what does the clotting liquid refer to? It refers to semen.
I think everyone got this correct. Seriously. But I tell you guys, in a few years ago, this paper was done. Not many. So it seems like the question is now getting difficult because all of you are getting more intelligence. I'm saying not the last few batch, they are stupid. They are not matured enough in certain ways. So maybe, they got this Gen X, Gen Y, millennial generations. Number 11, please.
Bella found himself back in his village. What does this suggest about the outcome of the incident? He died in the incident.
It's just like the spirit. Go back. Number 12.
Number 12. In paragraph 6, how does the writer suggest that the people have a ambivalent attitude towards the incident? The death of one person did not affect the speed at which they completed the MRT station. Nothing marks the place of his death. Went about their daily life without care for the death.
Can you imagine Singapore is like that? Oh my goodness. That's it, man. If Singapore, everyone is like that on the street, I don't know what happened. Okay, thank you so much for that. So this one, no need to talk about it. Just look at this answer here. If you have the paper with you, so it's an unexpected loss. Yeah, you can see it was like here in the class, completing a job, searching for help, but nobody helps. You can tell from the question just now, was it Han Ling or Tian Yu was reading that? I think it's Han Ling. Then last but not least, I think this is the last paragraph here, a startling encounter that nobody believed that, death is like a very normal thing in Bangladesh. Their population is overflow, it's like nothing, no big deal. It's like before COVID-19, other countries, people would say that flu, 1 year the country died 20, 30, or even 100 people in flu is very normal. But if Singapore die of flu, 1 or 2%, wow, or even one case already, big hoo-ha already. Wow. But that one in other countries is different now. Okay, thank you so much. Rachie, are you ready to do number 14, 15, 16, please?
According to paragraph 1, the pedestal on which we have to put movie stars, sports figures, and famous people could give some people neck strain. What is the writer suggesting about the impact of celebrity worship? Placing high importance on celebrities or obsession with celebrities has a negative or adverse or detrimental impact on the fans.
What do you think? This topic is actually related to all of us here. If you read the passage carefully, it's kind of self-reflection. Sometimes we ourselves as celebrities, the celebrities of being a success person, a failure. A celebrity might be your own accolades where you make yourself very popular in the class or even in the school, or maybe among some of your good friends when you go out McDonald's. Rachie, can you imagine you and your friend, few guys, you and a few girls walk on the street and then go McDonald's, then suddenly got one guy from far away look at you. Or looking to your eyes, wow, sparkles, yeah, wow. Or even Guoren or Yiting or Qiaoling or Ke-ying, or Mian Mian or whoever, all the girl or Ziye. Ziye, forget it, never mind. I'm just kidding. So imagine somebody look at you, Ziye, but你不可能这样嘛，瑞琪，看什么看？你欠扁，你再看我打你。Hello, 瑞琪, you're not gonna talk to a handsome guy like Jackson Wang, right? You know who's Jackson Wang, right? My cousin, who just recently came for F1. And don't tell me this guy is so handsome and you're gonna tell me 你看什么看？没有看过女人啊？I tell you, Richie, I think I have to send you for grooming course already. Correct. Yeah, you to be honest, you will not notice the guy, but the guy noticed you, Ziye. And the worst, not worst, and the best thing, he quietly, secretly go to you, and then give you a card, Happy Valentine's, from your secret admirer. Hey, nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong for your age to get someone to know that someone admire you, love you, have a crush on you, have an interest in you. Seriously, nothing wrong. Right, Warren, nothing wrong, right? Right, if someone like you, of course, they have to go through your parents. 哇，你要注意我的女儿啊！我跟你讲啊。
You see, the issue is that if someone likes Goran from Goran school, there's gonna be a bit of a problem.
Why?
From a girls' school, Joe.
No, it's not about girls' school or mixed school. It's about the family of Asian parents. Most of the time, 哎呀，这么年轻，谈什么恋爱啊？好好读书啊！我跟你讲，如果你讲这句话，你爸爸妈妈一定会打电话来骂我的。Daddy 妈咪，你以前没有谈过恋爱吗？嘘，女儿，等一下我跟你讲，我们去房间讲，这个是 separate issue， 不可以给妈咪知道。
Separate issues.
Separate issue. Go to the room, Daddy will talk to you. Then imagine the mother say, 以前你跟我讲没有喜欢过女孩子，我是你第一个初恋的。How come?
Oh, bro got exposed. Bro was exposed.
The bro exposed, right? Okay. For me, I've been a discipline teacher and counseling so many students, always faced with VGR in the secondary school or this like that. But so yeah, if someone were to love you, to like you from the opposite sex, it's not a bad thing. Okay, I'm not asking them to have sex with you to make you pregnant. This is definitely wrong. You're underage. That would be a big crime. But someone, I have friends and relatives who are from young age. They're really dating one another, and now they are happy families. Seriously, of course, I know some of them start young and then end up they have broken relationship. They are too immature to handle the situation. Anything that is why I say this is celebrities. You yourself is on the stage. You no need to compare with other people's celebrities about how good is their records or their movies. And you yourself is already inside a movie. Like what Shakespeare say, everyone is playing their roles on the stage. You play the happy one, I play the sad one, you play the joker, you play the king and queen. So to be honest also, how do I escalate to that? Because we are talking about this passage about celebrities, because you have to read the passage. For telling, you might not understand the passage. It's about how you admire people, the celebrities. You read through the question, you will understand what I meant, okay? Let's go, number 15. Who's that? Richie. Richie. 我刚才讲到有男人喜欢你就不会读了，哎呀，真是的嘞。
What does the phrase cult of
So when you read also got very high end. What does the phrase? Are you so excited 嘞？哎呀，讨厌你。哎，笑多一点。对了，瑞奇，大家一定要笑多一点。考试要到了。The more 你伤心 the more you feel stressed, you're killing your brain cell. The more you're happy, the brain cell work better.
You guys have brain cells? Wow.
Shut up, lah, please, I know you are very relaxed, but your friends are very stressful, okay? See, Richie just not coming now, very serious. 是我这个道理，我 parents 在我旁边听我讲话，是啊，不可以找男朋友。哎，我知道的，在学校吗？有吗？有一个男孩子一直盯着你的。Uncle Raymond， 你不要乱讲话。哦，对，不是一个男孩子，很多男孩子。对不起，我讲错。
哎，这看了setting out though，这看了setting out though，真的是。
Okay, let's go. I don't complain to your parents, by the way. I only feedback to them the good things most of the time. Okay, I'm not saying Rui Qi, you see, very lousy. Rui Qi really sucks. Rui Qi cannot do this. No, I say Rui Qi will still be able to improve. Even the handwriting is not that good, but I think it's something like that. Okay, I'm just giving an example. Okay, Rui Qi, come on, number 15.
What does the phrase cult of personality suggest about the writer's attitude towards celebrity worship? The word cult suggests that the celebrity worship is extreme and therefore detrimental.
Detrimental, yeah. Getting from bad to worse, yeah.
Students need to get both parts to get 1 mark. No half mark given. Many gave negative attitude, not accepted as it is too general.
Okay, these answers are given Rui Qi, from the teacher's point of view, but I will still continue to give my half marks. Okay, number 1 is to encourage my student to continue to write for perfect answers, to search for a perfect answer. So you realize, Rui Qi, I don't know about you. I think for myself and some of you, we sometimes like to self-admire ourselves. Even though I got not a lot of hair on my head, but I still like to comb my head, my hair, my head. Why am I talking? Right?
No, but you're actually only combing your head though. I'm not wrong. John, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, a tissue, please. And sometimes I like to admire my body with 6-pack, but actually got 1 big fat pack.
Family back.
And then sometimes I like to admire myself, the way I talk, things like that. This is something like cup of personality. I believe all of you have this, sure to have. Okay, so I'm not sure how you make it to how extreme you are. There's some who really tell you, wow, it's so extreme that they take themselves as very high value. Nothing wrong, but too extreme can backfire. Okay, you know why? That's the question leading to number 16. Let's go.
Which word in paragraph 2 suggests that information on celebrities can be found everywhere? The word is ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. So ubiquitous is like, no, not just everywhere. Do you agree, Reggie? Sometimes, let's say we talk at home, you don't need to answer me. Somewhere at home, you feel that, wow, I like to put my thing here, I like to put my thing there. Then your mommy say, Reggie, 不要乱放东西. Like, nothing wrong. What? These are the things I want to put here. I want to see that. I want to see myself here. Or even your brother, for example. I'm just giving an example only. Or even if I feel like you put your shirt there, or you want to put your toys there, or put your booster there, your pillow there, or even your books there, or even you want to put your photo anywhere here and there, because you feel like the sense of belonging. This type of people is not wrong, but if you have everywhere putting everything, I feel that psychologically it's like you are not stable. You are like worried that certain things is not right. You want to have a sense of belongings, which is not wrong. Depends on what situation and what place. But if you're too much of ubiquitous, sometimes it's not very good. Like you see, 你整天看 Jackson Wang， 你不会闲啊？你整天背原型，你不会闲的咩？会吗？国人会闲吗？不会。Okay， 国人 today cannot talk. Today was just like that. Okay, can tell your face. Oh my God, poor girl. Okay, a big hug. Okay, Ling, how do you think? Tian Yu, 你整天 do the same thing or everything's everywhere is the same， 你不会觉得很那个吗？对吗？
很累啊。
很累啊，我不觉得累。如果你是喜欢这样做 ，you like to do all these things, you don't feel tired. But if you every time you go everywhere and see the same celebrities, you go to this place.
No, it depend. Like
it's either you get absorbed into the cycle or you despise
I
it.
might offend anyone if I say this, but I don't care. I'm saying, if I see any K-pop fan, I honestly do not like. I mean, not K-pop fan, K-pop idols and stuff. I wouldn't really mind that much. But it's like how do I say it? It's like if you see the person you like a lot, like for K-pop fan, if they see their idol, right, then they won't care if they see him like 300 times per day.
Yeah, exactly.
And like if you do not even know the person, or you just know the person, but it's just like you are not like you don't idolize them or anything, then yeah, you might get bored lah.
You remind me of Kim Jong-un. Can you imagine the North Korea everywhere got his photo?
Oh yeah, that one church. That one is whether they are bored or not. I think
Okay.
all of them are bored, but they have no choice.
I think not having the photo is an issue for them. Like it's
Not
not
having the
having
photo?
it's not having an idolization. It's not having it has
No, they have to idol him.
yeah, exactly. That's why not idling him is the issue. That's why you can't say much about Norfolk.
So that lead to question number 17, you see, because you see, like what
Sorry,
you
we
say
don't
is
like
right,
North
no, can you? What you say is true, no? You don't go everywhere, wow, this guy BTS. Last time many few years ago was some of my student was crazy for Lu Han, you know, like 奔跑吧兄弟. Then Zheng Cao, and then who Angela Baby. I mean, it's nothing wrong.
Who is
but
Angela? I see her name everywhere, but who the hell is she?
she is a very popular celebrity in China.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Not okay, not neither to know. Celebrity.
Yeah, I agree with you. Lu Han is very swag. And then I watched one of the movie, right? Was it The Great Wall? There's one
The
movie.
Great Wall.
Chang Chen.
Wasn't there one movie where the main like the Great Wall, and then the main character was American. Like,
Yeah, got a few American, but Lu Han was inside the movie. But later he was killed. Yeah,
they
the one
cast
with
an American in a Chinese movie. That's
yeah,
like
yeah,
top
the one with the
level.
dinosaur thinking, yeah, right. Hello, are you sure that one it look like dinosaur, Quarren? It looks to me like a monster. That doesn't look like dinosaur to me, please. It looks like a crazy dismantled dinosaur, mutated dinosaur, sorry, mutated monster. Yeah, I like the movie. Seriously, I like the movie. Very interesting. They depict the mighty Great Wall of China's and why the Westerner came to China to look for the black powder. You see? Wow, that movie is very nice. Even though it's a lot of what do you call computer effects and things like that. But it's really depicts the wow. The what do you call that? Black powder is the gunpowder. What do you call that? The unity of the people in China. Okay. 17, Richie.
Our obsession with the rich and famous has a cost on us and on them. Lines 17 to 18. Who do the pronouns refer to?
So the pronouns refer us is who?
Us is referring to ordinary people or public. Them is referring to the rich and famous or celebrities.
It's nothing wrong, Richie, to sometimes to take a few rich and famous people as one of your role models, as one of your inspiration and motivations. Nothing wrong. But then again, to what extreme? If you are too obsessed to it, well, you can create psychologies. There are some who are so obsessed to their celebrity, they even go all the way, they book their hotel beside them, even know where's the birthday, where they go, which airline they take, which plane they take, they follow. Wow, 他们好像不用做工的. So this one, if you all know for express students, I will call it as Peter, P-E-T-E-R. P stands for the purpose of these two, Ima and Song Yo, talking about it. That's the P, purpose. The first E is please explain your purpose, why she say that. Okay, and then the tone is this Emma, is it positive, or Song Yo, is it negative? That's the T. Then once you have the purpose, explain the purpose, the tonality, positive or negative, give an example to it. And when you are quoting the example, is it reliable? That the example is related to what he say or what she say. Let's go. Eating. Thank you, Rachel.
Identify two examples from paragraph 1 that Emma can use to support her view. Media subculture around the cult of personality. Gossip and news about the rich and famous is a big issue. Magazines like People and US Weekly. TV shows like Access Hollywood and Entertainment Tonight. Long list of blogs like Gossip Girl, TMZ.com, and Paris Hilton. Any two answers?
Okay, so that tells you the purpose of she saying this. What did she say? The media creates the celebrity. Now it is the public who decide who is famous. So what she say, the media, right? So she quote these two. See, she explains. You have to explain that, and then of course the tonality is like there's very positive to it. That's why the whole passage talking about the social media and all these things. And of course, it's reliable because they quote this too. And what is our dear friend Song say?
How will Sori explain his position with reference to paragraph 2? The people have the power to build up a celebrity or tear them down. They are an easy object of obsession.
And I while you're reading this, suddenly I think of this eating. I'm not sure all of you have heard about news about a lot of South Korean celebrities, especially the young celebrities, those 20 plus. Recently, there are a lot of spate of cases they commit suicide. After the fans say this and say that, or being stopped, you know. I'm not sure you heard about this. They really kill themselves and die, and until all the K-pops or even the celebrities that decided to tell the media that, hey, please, enough is enough. But sad to say that the media can control, but the social media is the one that what other Song is saying that no, it's the people, it's the public, it's the fan. So for example, if I'm a fan of eating, I'm not a fan of Rui Qi, I will debate or say bad thing about Rui Qi, correct now? If I'm a fan of Rui Qi and I'm not a fan of eating or Ke-in, I will say bad thing about this. So imagine all the girls here are all K-pop celebrities. And then if no, I don't like you because you're more famous, you got the Mama Awards. Have you heard of Mama Awards, right? You know it's Mama Awards.
Mama
Right?
Ling Meng.
Hello, brother. Mama
Oh,
Awards is the music awards, lah, bro.
Oh.
It's a very
Awards.
famous award in Korea, K-pop award. Yes, correct. So imagine Warren. There was a year, was it? My favorite group is G-Dragon, the G-Dragon group, and of course, Super Junior, but now Rui, the Super Junior now it becomes Super Senior. Then Shiny, there's a group called Shiny, now they become Rusty. And then there's this group, Nobody Like You, correct? They sound like
Which is but you.
Nobody Like You. The girl generation, now they call auntie generation already. Sorry. So these are the few groups always got award until the other group of fans feel that they are celebrities, they are K-pop guys cannot get awards, then they start to create all these gossips, all these things. Whether the media or the social media create gossips, the celebrities themselves will always got the knock from them, even no matter how well they do. Unless you cannot take the pressure, then sorry, then you end your life. You audibly laugh, they nice, but nobody like you. Now they come auntie generation already. And then they got EXO, right? Is it Lu Han from EXO? Is it? Yes, huh? And I heard a lot of these Chinese guy who went to Korea and joined groups. They are so stressed out until they have give up their career there after the contract end and came back to China. Chris Wu also, yes, correct. Yes, I like him also. See, and this is your generation, no, seriously. Why? Because he's more hair than me and more handsome than me. Can happy? Yeah, bros is in jail lah. True. I just remember. Yeah, but he asked for it. It's not bad, but okay. You see, you all once I start to say all these things, you all know, right? Actually, why do you think he's got criminal records and all these things? Stress all. Okay, they are talented people, but said they went to the wrong path. Okay, let's talk about the summary itself. Remember summary for Express and IP or any students. Express and IP will be 80 words. Please look at the words. I told you before, Ling, you did not came that day for exam, and Zachary also. Those of you that came, you know the first sentence of each paragraph would definitely help you. Sorry, Karin, your this passage is supposed to be on Wednesday. I went through with my set 2 already. So if you want, you can go and ask for the video and watch the video on the Wednesday, the comprehension passage. Okay, Karin? It really sucks, man. Please, I find it not bad. I don't like rappers, but I thought not badly. I thought he sang songs before. Okay, never mind. So you see, you guys also chase after celebrities themselves. Why don't you chase yourself? Oh, really? then so sad for him now. If he's really a bad guy, I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, so thanks. May I have Xiaoling, were you able to read for only the, you don't read this one, you don't read this one yet. You read the rephrase one, thanks. Yeah, I agree with you. Don't judge my appearance. Sometimes it's true, lor. Yeah.
Addicted to media, celebrities become ingrained in daily lives. Encourage a false sense of relationship.
Stop. What you mean by, no, I'm not asking you, I'm just saying, what you mean by enforce, no, sorry. What you mean by encourages a false sense of relationship? That means those fans who attach to these celebrities, or celebrities who want to attach another more famous celebrities, they just want to get a relationship so that they can improve their image, their reputations, their fans base, their records or whatever. Sad, very hypocrite. Carry on.
Becoming friends with people we don't know, wrong notion of friendship. Vicious cycle of being addicted to celebrity gossip. We don't deal with the present or real world problems. Feel better at the expense of other people's well-being. Frequently forming opinions of others. Lack of privacy. We use their lives to feel better about ourselves. Appreciate our lives more.
Stop. Number 10 is very true. Sometimes you want to get these role model celebrities to be your role models, to be your inspirations, personalities, but sometimes you feel that you may be doing it for your own sake, or because you want to take that as you want to be like them next time, or maybe you want to take someone that you hate, and the more that person is bad, the more you attack the person, you are putting your frustration, your negative, your stress, all your bad things pushing towards that person. Like I tell you, Xiaoling, I got this problem, Uncle Raymond. Every time I watch TikTok, I see those people who play skateboard or those stunt. Every time when they hit themselves, boom, I keep repeating again. Boom. Well, I already see very xiao. I enjoy. Then they do all the stunt. They always they hit the private parts of their head, their leg. Then they bomb or not like fell into the river. You know why not, Rui? Because that's one way I'll distress myself, because I find that these people are damn dumb, stupid, lor. You know you will hurt yourself and yet you want to do it. 我不是说那些老人走路走到一半跌倒，不公，但我一直 repeat 这个是真的天打雷劈啊，瑞奇，你给我塞我2巴。如果一个老人跌倒，我跟你讲 ，Oh my God, seriously. Got one TikTok they show a father was rushing crossing a road, then it was so slippery and fell and cut his back. He literally fell and cannot get out, and then a lot of passerby came and helped him. That moment I read through and say, oh my God, I better tell my students and family members on the road that is very slippery, you must wear your right shoes and don't rush across the road. You know, recently got 2 girls, right, dancing on Orchard Road, right? Do you know that? If I tell you there are 2 of them is my niece, you believe now? Or the 2 of them is my students. I also teach dancing. You believe not, Rachel? Okay, thanks. Okay,
don't believe, cannot dance. Dance, right? Yeah.
I tell you,
at this rate, everyone in the world, whether good or bad, is part of your family.
Thank you. Can you at least you console me?
It's like there's the evil uncle, you know what I mean?
Not like Han Ling always pour cold water on me. Hey, I tell you, on the year-end party, I'll break dance and show you, okay?
What are you breaking your back?
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was gonna say, the only thing that he's breaking is his back.
Yeah, exactly.
I think before that, Rachel, I must go to a studio, get for my friends. Then I'll do the break dance and then video it and show to everyone. I can do it. Prove to you, cross-referencing. Anyway,
bro wants to prove its reliability.
Okay, stop it. Okay, I don't want to hear your comments already. Fed out. You see the 2 girls who are dancing on the Orchard Road now. You see they actually in other countries they can do it very confident. But in Singapore, I feel that if they want to dance, please don't dance on the road lah. You dance on the side road, right? Seriously, you're giving a wrong message to a lot of people, especially a youngster. But I really admire applause for their guts to dance on the street like that. It really, seriously, I think Singapore is too strict in certain places. Last time you do that, I did that, no, Rachel. I'm not kidding. when I was their age, I was doing my break dance. I'm not kidding. With a group of friends. Okay, and it was in Far East Plaza, you know, the tunnel, the Orchard Road tunnel there. So at midnight, when nobody will on the radio and start to dance halfway, dance night, you know what happened? Police came. Even though it's under tunnel, the tunnel there, underground tunnel, the police came. But now it seems like you can do dancing on the Orchard Road, nobody care unless you pay for license or even dance for free, you know. Yeah, different era. So this is what I mean, no? We have sometimes, if you feel good, you want to express correctly, it's like, carry on, Charlie.
Extreme treatment of others, overly critical.
Yeah, so like the two girls who are dancing on the Orchard Road, a lot of comments say they are very good, but for me, I would say yes, it's good, but I'm more concerned of their safety. I think they can take care of their safety when doing it, but I'm just worried for those people watching the video and they might take them as a role model celebrities now. They become celebrities and they start to dance on the road, especially those young kids. That's it, man. I hope my voice is good today because I really like to read this article. This is one of my best essay, and I hope you all can put aside of whatever it is. Those of you who have not done any essay, let me read this to you. Ready? If I really cannot continue, Warren, you're not feeling well, so are you able to read? I thought you can read that. Then it's very nice. 讨厌，算了。Now Uncle Raymond read. Now just sit down and listen to me, my father said to me. Not wondering what the conversation was about, I went to the sofa and sat opposite to my father. Now, I'm going to tell you a story which is about your distant cousin Death, Romeo, my father said. Romeo had died because of sickness, my father continued. I was shocked because last time when Romeo spent a night at my house, he was as healthy as me. Just as I was about to open my mouth, you realize that sometimes you want to talk, right? They say, oh, wait, Daddy 讲完先，你不要插嘴, you don't interrupt. What is 游子玲啊？绵绵说 I want to hear Warren read 游子玲. I don't know what is 游子玲啊。Okay, so you do that, right? Sometimes you want to talk, then you want to interrupt your father to say, oh, what happened? No, let me talk first, then I'll explain to you. So my father said, the story which I'm going to tell you is what Romeo's neighbor had told me. Now, I want all of you to guess. Okay, I seriously want all of you to guess where was Romeo? Which country was he from? Seriously, I guess. Early in the morning, before anyone had awakened, Romeo's mother would open her sleepy and tired eyes. She wanted to sleep longer, but the thoughts of money needed was never ending. That'll be better. She wanted to sleep longer, but the thought of money needed was never ending. She gave a weary sigh and dragged her feet out of bed. Her son, Romeo, was very, very, very sick, but they had no money to go to see a doctor. Romeo lay moaning and turning in his bed. His head was wet with sweat and his heart was beating very fast. He turned continuously, trying to get rid of the heat in his body and the pain in his throat. He wanted to see a doctor, but he knew that the medicine fee were very high. He thought of many things like what would happen to his mother if he had died. He was unable to control his pain anymore. He called for his mother. Just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, Romeo was doing this. Mom, Mom, please come. His mother came in as fast as she could, but slowly because the ladies are very tired. She put on a worried look on her face. Can you imagine the mom was like sitting there? Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming, and is dragging her feet. I don't know about you, but end of the story is super sad. I don't know about you. What is wrong, Romeo? His mother asked, touching his head. Mother, I feel very uncomfortable, Romeo said. I understand. Afterwards, when I have managed to borrow some money, I will bring you to see a doctor. Try to sleep. I won't be out for long. Romeo's mother took a purse and started off in the direction of a friend's house. She was about to knock on her friend's door when she heard two people yelling at each. Look here. If you are doing anything, please look at my ugly face. So mom was about to do this. Knocking on the door. About to knock on the door. Ready? Yelling at each other at the top of their voice. You drunken old man, you only know how to spend your money in the bar. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for not bringing us even a single cent home. Look at your children and me and see how you treated us. Oh my goodness, I didn't know why I was so blind to marry to you. The shrill voice of Mrs. Hay, the owner of the house, could be heard by everyone in the village. Tell me, 可以啊? Tell me, do you think Romeo's mom will still want to continue to knock on the door?
No.
Sorry? No, right? You agree? No. So you'll move on, right? Agree, Warren? You will not move on yet. Right? Can you agree? You will not move on. You will not knock on the door. Poor Romeo's mother was forced to drag her feet from house to house without any success. Each family seems to have its own problems. In the evening, she only managed to get $5 by washing dishes in a nearby shop. She hurried home to check on how Romeo was. Romeo's conditions had worsened. Romeo's mother badly wanted to bring Romeo to a clinic, but it was not possible as most of the clinic were closed at night. Can you tell me which country at night the clinic closed? Definitely it's not in Singapore already, of course. Can you tell me which part of Southeast Asia?
No, I think in Singapore, right, the clinic closed, but the A&E department doesn't. The clinics do have an operating time. It's the hospital that doesn't close.
Fair enough. Clinic can close about 9, 10 o'clock. Some clinic now for 24 hours in Singapore.
Only some, quite rare.
Yeah, but you tell me, you go and guess now, you're going to guess which country. If you can guess it correctly, I tell you.
Indonesia.
Huh?
Indonesia.
Okay. Wait, let's see. The rest, I don't know which country. You can type your answer. Hey, hello, brother. Ziye, not Italy, they.
Bro thinks this is the actual Romeo and Juliet.
Let me continue. She sat beside her son making plastic flowers in the dim light of the candle. So from this sentence, we can tell the mommy is a bit, or should I say more or less a bit uneducated, not well educated enough. Why did she do that? She became more and more, let me drink some water first. She became more and more worried when Romeo's fever got higher. She wanted someone to share her problems and to comfort her, but her husband was lost at sea, and goodness knew his whereabouts. Since then, her days were sad. But the thought of a son kept her struggling for better life and better times. In the middle of the night, Romeo suddenly mourned painfully. He kept on telling his mother not to cry over his death. After saying his last word, Romeo died. His mom blinked her eyes away and kept mumbling that her last hope and joy was gone and everything was meaningless to her. Can you imagine? The camera is showing here her face and she's doing this. Why? My son has to die. Why? My husband has to die. And why? When I was young, my parent has to die. Why? You have to take away everything from me. Is that my life? The only hope I have, you take away from me. What? God, please. I feel very lonely. Now, my father said, tomorrow we shall fly to where? Which country? It is drama class, TNU. Can anyone guess? Now my father said, tomorrow we shall fly to Nepal to visit your distant cousin on his deathbed. I long for morning to come, but it came.
It was India. It's India, right? The country that
Nepal.
they're flying to is India. Wait, no,
Yeah.
the country they're from is Nepal. I mean, the country they're from is India.
No, Nepal.
No, the from. Like,
Huh?
the country they're from.
No, it's in Nepal.
Oh, no, never mind.
It's another country called Nepal. Nepal.
No, I know the country. I was implying something else, but never mind.
Oh, okay, I see. In the morning, our whole family had packed and began to board the plane to Nepal. When we reached there were a lot of people, although it was not a grand funeral. Many relatives and friends were there to console Romeo's mother. So I got students stop here, wondering why is so many relatives who are rich enough to fly there and attend the funeral. How come nobody chip in some money and give it to Romeo's mother? Anyone can answer me?
Lack of communication to the outside world.
That's one, but how come they get to know? Because yes.
Never mind.
You just say.
No, I didn't actually know what I was gonna say. Okay, my mouth works before my brain, so like I just think of it on the spot.
One of the reason is that no, it's not they can't afford. They can't afford, but 他们有骨气，他不要跟亲戚朋友借钱。He don't want to. She doesn't want to. She didn't want to. So that's the reason for that. But anyways, how it works, because I did ask the person who wrote this essay. On the flight back to Singapore, I sat in the plane thinking about Romeo's death. Was it a fate to die or not? Then I thought Romeo's death was a blessing in disguise, as not to let Romeo to suffer in this world forever. Although the flight back to Singapore was long, I still could think about whether Romeo's death was a sad one or something else. I began to realize that life is short and we must cherish every moment. I began to realize that the unconditional love by parents is always that powerful and great. As a family, we must love each other more. She is now working about 33 years old, if I'm not wrong, in one of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I'm yet to have a meal with her. She wrote this when she was in primary 4 or primary 5.
Primary 4? No way.
Yeah, primary 4 or primary 5, seriously. And she took her about 2 hours or 1 hour plus to wrote this.
That's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. And I really cry every time I will read this passage, because it keeps me the memories of the real stories and bring it. Why I say that, Rei-Qi. Her mother passed away when she was only 5 years old. Really. If you think that this essay deserves well marks, thank you very much for your sharing. All agree, Warren, how do you find this essay? Is it meet your expectation for P4? It's confirmed P4 and primary 5, or at least primary 4 or 5. I can't remember with you. What do you think? Okay. Can Hao Xuan, what do you think? Min Min, thanks for your comments. How about Ke Yin? How about Qiao Ling? What do you think, Qiao Ling? No comments. Can you let?
About a compo.
Yeah, comprehension.
For primary 4, it's written very, very, very insanely well.
But
But I thought for a second, because I didn't hear at the start, I thought this was the Romeo and Juliet book, bro.
Bro was not paying attention.
Yeah, I already said, because I already said I wasn't paying attention at the start. So I thought Chill was just doing the Romeo and Juliet book.
I really, in the first place, I say I'm going to read this essay from my ex-students. But yeah, Qiao Ling, what do you think?
It's unexpected for primary 4 to actually be able to think that deeply into stuff that's going around them.
你说的没有错，可是因为 他失去他的母亲的时候，他的父亲一手带大他跟他的妹妹。And another thing is 他的奶奶已经很老了，真的很老了。Then 有几次那时我是在 tuition center 教他的，他呢每次讲说他会想起他母亲，very fake memory, big memories of mommy. But yeah, I think I agree with you. How about you, Yiting?
I think it's very like deep and like quite impressive that she can think about all the things that's
Yeah.
happening.
That's why today she's now working, graduated in NUS or NTU, I can't remember. And now she's working in the Foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs or some ministry. And yeah, and also help to do some volunteer work. You can go and type Amelia Sam in Facebook. You will see her there. Okay. Very nice lady. Very humble.
Can I say something?
Yes, please. Of course.
This essay just really goes to show that maturity doesn't necessarily come with age.
Yeah. Correct. I'll absolutely agree with you. I can show you another one. Another P6 student. She's from St. Nicholas. She's damn crazy. You see, when you wrote the whole essay, she only can find the most 2 to 3 mistakes. It's really insane the way she wrote.
Oh wow, 2 to 3 mistakes.
Yeah, and the 2 to 3 mistake is not
spelling mistake.
not even spelling mistake.
That's me. I every mistake spelling mistake.
No, it's not spelling mistake. I can't remember. I can go and dig up the file. But yeah, it's maturity doesn't come on age. Some even 50 years old like me are very immature also. Understand? Already, right? Nobody like you. Some people say, oh my goodness, stop singing. Yeah, your voice is so nice, I know. 我不怕对告诉你，那个什么再见有一首歌叫再见，怎么唱？I want to learn that song. It's very nice. Okay. Anyway, you have done all this year. I would like you to continue from what we have for the next. Okay. Like this one, Han Ling say we will. Okay. Remember the sentences. Zachary was not here. Just Zachary not in again. Very interesting. Continuing the sentences like that is very interesting. Let's read the whole thing. And that day we read already. Did we read through? Did we read through? We do.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay. Then we move on. Okay, family values example importance. So let's talk about this. Family values. Can we have Ke-Ying, please?
Family values aren't usually something most people think about until they need to teach their kids a lesson in response to an unwanted behavior. However, the importance of family values should not be overlooked. Thinking about what your family values are and instilling them in your children early can teach your kids how to expect them to behave when you're not around. Children learn by what you do and say. Live your family life in a way that makes you proud and encourage positive family decisions and behavior. Important family values and ethical principles will be helpful guides throughout life.
So this, to summarize, is that we are talking about family. It's not just to teach your kids to know what is the right or wrong, to teach your kids to know the importance of family values that you must uphold, like the one Romeo's mother. If really we can turn into this as a movie, it will be very touching, seriously. Especially when she flashback all the things she has and she lost her parents, maybe during the wars, and then lost her siblings, oh my goodness, and then lost her husband, and then lost the son. Oh, I tell you, this is really very, very sad. I wish is that sometime, please, when your parents are still beside you, when one day you move away from your families, you will understand why 李白要写那个床前明月光的那首诗。The family values, like you can see this are walking. How often Do you really walk with your families like that? 可以啊, you know, that day my friends came and visit my mom, my god sister, brought some 月饼 for her. Then she shared with me about her 2 sons. When I heard the news, the one of the son is my ex-students. I think Tianyu and Haning yesterday I told you, right? Right, about how he treat my god sister. He say, 我要跟你算 from the day I got my 红包钱. Go ahead, Charlie. On the day I got my 红包钱 all the way until today, please return back all the money to me. And then next time when you are old, okay, if I can afford to take care of you, then I'll do my best to take care of you. That was my ex-students. Now is 19 years old. And they don't talk to the father at all. The moment they talk, they will quarrel. And when they want to talk to the mother, is when my god sis come home every day about 12 o'clock because they are working in the F&B. So by the time she's so tired, the son want to talk to her and discuss with her, because next day he may need not go to school so early. So it's like, this is where you feel that he can't do much. So was it her fault? Because she said that from young, I do not spend too much time with my 2 sons. Then I asked her why. For working law, I came all the way from Malaysia. I need to get my citizenship to buy a house. Singapore, the house is not cheap. So I have to work hard in order to have this. But now my 2 sons like that, I feel sometimes very disheartening. 条理不在，一题不在。子夜 hey, when are you going to share with me your history?
Like I don't even have like the questions because I want to do source space.
Yeah, no, it's not questions. You must ask me things, what to do. I'm going to conduct my history class soon, either to Zoom or to face in the Glassroom Club, or some of them are be coming to my house because behind my cupboard here, there are all a lot of history notes and informations. Okay, so you got about how many days to go? I leave it to you, but don't worry, Ziye. Doesn't mean this time you cannot get me to help you. We still got next year to ask for me, okay? So please ask. Okay, whichever question you have, I give you the hint. Now, whichever question you have, your teachers given to you for the past 10 months. No, sorry, for the past 8 months, you can skip that one already. You can study those that did not come out in those exam paper. Back to you. Why family values are important?
Why family values are important? Family values pertain to individual family members, the entire family as a unit, and the society we live in. As citizens of the United States, most American families will share a common set of values like the love of freedom and the belief in democracy. Family values help us determine what is right and what is wrong. Not only do values have to do with our morals, but also with our roles, beliefs, and attitudes. Family values help define family relationships as well as roles of men and women.
Exactly what I told my god sister's husband. I say we sometimes need to use the American values to talk to our children. Not because I told him, I say, bro, you need to bring down your ego, to swallow your ego, to swallow your pride when you're talking to your children. Same goes to Uncle Raymond's when I talk to my kids. See, sometimes, because if not, then it's like SSD, slowly, surely, and definitely, you will be away with your kids. And that goes to all of you next time when you're starting a family. So, or whether you're writing an essay, or even when you're doing a research paper on this, you must have both the Eastern and Western ideology. In an essay like that would be very beautiful. I feel that Asian parents are very micromanaged. I'm not saying all of them, some of them maybe, or last time was used by micromanagement. So yeah, I got one of my friends who is teaching math. Okay, I hate math. Then he tell me math. So she said that he got one student score 93 upon 100 at Ziye. Do you think it's good? Honestly, very good, right? Then the student told my friends, he said, my mommy say 93 is very bad, must get full marks. I said, huh? Then look at the paper. Careless mistake, ma. I believe your mom, ask your mom to do this problem sum. I don't think he can get it right. So he literally go back and tell the mom about this. They say, teacher say, even you do this paper, you also may not get 500 marks. And straight away, she called my friend 哎，你怎么可以这样跟我儿子讲啊？你应该要鼓励他说，哎呦，太太，你的儿子已经考到93分，已经很好了，你怎么样逼他？Life is not 100% perfect. I mean, it's good. Definitely, it's awesome, right, Reggie? Right? Right? Remember you told me, Reggie? You told me, right? You say your parents want you to score A1, right? Right. First of all, let's settle your ABC first. Attitude, behavior. Once you settle all these things, your A1s is come naturally for all your academic. You can do your academic well, but you see, but your characters. So same things. So the mama, actually for me, I asked, hello, you mean last time you young also score every subject 100 marks 吗？没有吗？没有，为什么你要逼你儿子？如果就算你有，你可以考100分 when you are young. That doesn't mean that your child can be like you. If it's close like you, it's good already. Okay, this is different generation. For my generation, yes, everything is failure cannot. In school, they don't teach you how to use your subject to make business. So you have to come up in the real world to make business. That means you start to work. Sometimes the employer will say, 学校没有教你讲礼貌吗？学校没有教你这个吗？是有的。只是我们 like what you say, Hanling, you're right. Maturity is not about certain age, then you got mature. It depends on where you start your maturity. You are absolutely right. So let's move on, Ziye.
Building a firm foundation. Family values are important on many different levels. They establish a foundation for your family and create structure. With a strong foundation, your family can stand strong against opposing beliefs. Above all, your kids will know there is always a safe space to express themselves.
Exactly what happened to this student. By the way, his name is also called Ray. So Ray trusts his friend more than he trusts my god sister more. That shows the families might be, something not right. Where is the firm belief values? Is that when the previous paragraph we read through is democracy, freedom of speech. The too much freedom of speech sometimes may not bring you good. Ziye, tell me the truth. Next time, do you want your children to have freedom of speech when they talk to you? Since you're reading this, do you want? Ziye.
Like as long as they're not saying like bad things, like for example, like they're being like racist or something, then the one is like not because it's offending. But then if it's like something that is like just expressing their own thoughts, then it's not like being offensive to anyone, then yes.
Well done, mommy. Ziye, good. So you must know when to draw a line, huh? Agree. Yes. Because you're the only child like me, being the only child, we have a different mentality mindset. But if imagine your husband come from a big family with 3-4 siblings, his brought up will be different with you. Just like me, with my wife, I'm the only child, so my brought up with her is different. Okay, they care and share. For me, I share and care myself. Okay, last 2 paragraphs here, please. Thank you.
Create a sense of identity. Strong family values also guide you in making decisions, parenting your child, and knowing how to protect your family from dangerous outside influences. Additionally, they make you who you are, both as a family and as an individual family member.
Very true. That's why you see, you let your son to decide everything. So, I can talk to mommy more better than daddy, so I will talk to mommy Ziye, because daddy very strict, very fierce, right, this is this, very rigid. Mommy is more flexible, more able to understand, a sense of identity. Help guides decision. The importance of family's value carry on from here goes.
The importance of family values goes a long way to helping your children know what is right and wrong. In other words, having strong value can help your children live up to their ideals. Adult children will more naturally make decisions they know you'll be proud of. Younger family members will be better able to withstand peer pressure and make good choices.
Not true. Adult children's like those 30 plus. Recently, my neighborhood got one adult children, so-called 30 plus. But he's a bit Down syndrome. A bit autistic and Down syndrome. Then he was lost in where? Was it in Vivo City? I can't remember, or Chinatown. And after a search about few hours later, he was found. So it depends on the way they brought up and also the health conditions. I like these pictures. See clearly. This is is it the Niagara Falls? Should be honey, should be in the Canada and the US, the Niagara.
Oh yeah, there is an Niagara Falls.
Now Niagara Falls. Right? You all should go there and take a look. It's a very nice place. What family values in America? Okay, I'll skip this. So family values, example around the workplace, all these things. Yeah, I think more or less you just read through and placing moral values above profits. Very important. I seen families with rich families, so-called the full son tai. Once their parents retire, their children might take advantage, with their father's business, their properties, their assets. Then they decided to forget about their 守株之情. Very sad. Family value about the social interaction may include, giving back is very important. I hope all of you one day seriously do your volunteer. Seriously, not just their VIE for the sake of getting points. That is totally wrong. Let's stand up for people, yes. Attitude towards people, yes. Respect your elder. This is super important in Asians. May not seen in overseas. Maybe now, I don't know. Care for those who love you, yes. Okay. And open communications, yes, yeah, I agree with you. But sometimes, maybe your children want to talk about racism or even anti-LGBT or pro-LGBT or whatever it is. It's good to let them open up and talk to you and express their views. So yeah, seriously. So you all set 1, set 2, do you all attend the what sex talk, is it? You all have this? Have not eating? All of you? Set 1, set 2, right? You see, last time my generation, you can ask your parents, it's a taboo, no? We cannot talk about all these things, no? Yeah, sex education, correct. We cannot talk about this in my generations. But now it's so open. Even primary 5, my son attending this. And even set 1, set 2. Even that day I told you, I went to petrol kiosk, she even asked me, what is that condom? For what purpose? You see, you'll not be surprised about talking about STD, all these things. It's not taboo. It's because we need to find the right answer in order to prevent them from stepping on the wrong.
Sure, I think being too sheltered is also not a good thing.
Too sheltered.
You can keep your kids away from something so that they don't know, and they don't risk being, I don't know, like corrupted too early. But you also can't shelter them for too long. If you shelter them for too long, they end up touching and discovering way more than you want them to.
Yes, I totally agree. It was so boring. Yeah, I agree. So yeah. They make it boring, but they make it very scary to
They keep out the spicy details.
Yeah.
What?
Seriously.
I didn't say anything.
No, it's not wrong because there are even story that I can tell you is when I heard from my friends who went to Vietnam and came back with the STD. I tell you, oh my goodness.
They went to Vietnam and came back for what? What were they doing down Vietnam, bro?
Yeah, they went to call prostitute and got the sexually transmitted disease called the Vietnam Rose.
Oh, very, very intelligent, very intelligent. Don't worry about it.
It was a sailor. End up really the things, nearly the things gone. So that's why I agree with you, Han Ling. Find the right cause, ask the right things from the parents. Nowadays, the kids, like what you see. For me, my generation will not be writing this kind of good essay like the one Amelia Sam, or even like we are still like our generation secondary school are still like doing this like old way of school. But now you see, new school of thoughts are totally different. Even your children next time, all of your children will be much, much different from your generation. By one day, your children going to ask your parents, their grandparents, what is this? They'll be, oh my gosh. How to answer? But now I think your parents will be different. Last time I asked this question to my grandparents, that's it, man. I'll get caned. And then end up it's like, hello, not my fault. I'm asking you this one. Why you cane me? This is no. Okay, our decision value, see. I think we must have all these lah. Okay, and in order to have an open communication discussion, it's very important with that. Okay, how to be happy? Keep the door opens And like the two boys like that, they will never be happy at home. Because if my friends, the father don't open up and suck it out, you know what I tell them? No, Guoren and Tianyu, I say, hey, I say, bro, why not we call your son come out and have a lunch together, you three of us, and don't call my sis to come in. Only for the men's only. He was like, I say, if you want to make this a better relationship with your son, then you have to do the first step. Agree or Coren, right? Because everything you say 不可以，我跟你讲也没有用啦，你整天都讲不可以，鸡蛋糕，不要跟你讲话了，什么都不可以，我朋友都不是这样的。end up 你朋友，你进错朋友就完蛋了，不要等一下等到我的可力去抓你就完蛋了。Very sad. Love, okay. How to instill family values? Family tradition is very important. Just take note of that. Nah? Holiday rituals, weekend rituals, yes. Bonding is very important. Please, after the exam, if your parents are opening a shop, running their own business, please go down and help them to do some chores and understand how they run the business. Even go there and sweep the floor, wash the cups, help the staff to do certain things. It's a little appreciation and how hard your parents work. Even your parents allow you to go to their office, even the staff or employee, go and see how the colleagues treat your parents, vice versa, and how the working environment is. Like I told you, I went to the law firm, 25th story, to see the whole kaleidoscope of the Singapore. And that day, the F1 just ended. Some of them are still killing some of the obstacle here and there. And you guys are going to work there. And there was about 190 of them. I think half of them are all lawyers. I was raised by sorry?
It is a law firm. I don't know why we're all surprised with so many lawyers.
What do you say?
It is a law firm after all. There should be lawyers there.
Not true.
You sounded so surprised that there were lawyers there, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm not
correct.
gonna lie.
It's true. What I meant is not all the lawyers were there that day.
Oh.
I mean, some of them are in the court, meeting client. Yeah, just like you go to hospital, of course the doctor must be there, but some of them will be on leave, some of them will be away. Okay, fair enough. I spoke to a few lawyers there, but it's really different. You see the way the charisma they talk, it's really different, no? So the first thing they ask, I'm sorry, may I know what are you selling? Wow, the tonality is different. Then you know how I answer that already. It's not like in your school, hello, what are you selling, huh? But so nice, huh? You know how I answer that? We actually selling the eco-friendly product. Here we make things from the Indonesia. Do you think I talk like that? So they slang with me, right? I'll say, well, as a matter of fact, our product is from Indonesia. So we help the people in the villages. Wow, really different. Yeah, but then if I were to speak like Singlish, then also nothing wrong, but it's very weird, right? I was raised by a single mother who made a way for me. She used to scrub floors as a domestic worker. That sounds like my mom, man. Put the cleaning rags in a pocket books and ride the subway in Brooklyn, so I will have food on the table. Very sounds like my mommy. But she taught me as I walked her to the subway that life is about not where you start, but where you're going to. That is a family values. Yes, very true. Well, in conclusion, the importance of family values should not be underestimated. May I have Xiaoling, are you able to read? Oh, Xiaoling read already, huh? Honey.
I read already.
Can you read already, huh?
Yeah, we both read already.
Okay lah. Then I call Yiting one more time, please.
Public policy and political agenda don't determine how you live your life, everyday life, as much as the different values you were raised with the life experiences that shape you. Teaching your children to understand and respect the set of family values will help them build a strong foundation for life. Setting clear expectations and communicating clearly is key to being on the same page. Sharing family beliefs will help unite you in a common purpose. How do you teach your kids about the importance of family values?
Yeah, it all depends on you, Yiting. One day, how are you going to teach your children Which age do you think is the most matured way to teach? Sometimes I cannot take it eating. My father-in-law very cute. When I was the first time young father, my elder son was very naughty here and give me a moment. Oh, no problem, no problem. Then he always say this to me eating. 哎呀，等宝贝孙子长大以后，他会懂的啦，他懂得怎么做。Then one day I'm so fed up eating. I asked my father-in-law, 爸，几岁才懂得做？几岁才成熟才懂啊？我现在不教他，我几岁可以教他？请问你跟我讲几岁 ？You know what she did to me? Eating. He's give me a very firm stare. While you challenging me. No, I was teaching my elder son, who is now 28 years old. At that time was about primary 1, primary 2. Because of spelling, as usual, eating, spelling, everyone hate to learn spelling. So he was all happy, crying at my mother. Because every day at night, I will fetch them home, back home, because my wife and I was working in a multinational company. So I fetch them home after makan at my in-laws' place. Sometimes still got time, I will just give them some spelling. So happened my father-in-law there or there, or even my mother-in-law also the same. See, my wife brought out is different from me. So how? See, which is the right age? I asked my father-in-law. Should I help my son to be more mature and understand? We are right, Harley. Maturity start on how you go. And by the way, Amelia at that time do not have, she doesn't have any social media. So most of the time she read a lot of books. And when her father was free, she will bring her 2 daughters to Ang Mo Kio Library. They stay in Ang Mo Kio. Okay, sorry, it's about a lot of times. Next week we will really like to compile these to end the whole sections. Let me repeat again. After September, if anyone continue October, it will not be a Sec3 syllabus. Okay. Anything after September or October's will be all Sec4, and those Sec2 will be Sec3 syllabus. Okay, I hope those Sec2 one, please don't come into next month class. Please go back to your respective Sec3 class. Reason very simple, because I'm nothing wrong for you to join the Sec4, but different priorities. Don't mind. It's not, I don't welcome you. Don't mistaken that, please. Of course. If you can, of course, you rearrange your time again. When was it? Next year, next month? Next 3 months will be still the same timing, but next year may change. We don't know, okay? Because based on your CCA, whatever it is. So next week, we're going to complete this, and then with some of the family values, and we end in a high note in September for your level, and October will be a new syllabus, so-called, for Sec4 students. All right. Right. Thank you very much. I don't want to take your time. I know you got to study for your exam. No homework, by the way. No homework. No homework. No point lah. Give you homework for what? Correct or not?
That's true.
No. Seriously. Now last minute, 临时抱佛脚做 homework, man. Now is the time to revise subject that you're not strong at, that you need help, like history or geography or literature.
Hey, Scott, can you help me with math?
Can you do me a favor? Can you?
What?
You go and buy one stick, then you go to his house and hit his backside.
Tomorrow. Hey, Chow.
Oh,
watch out.
calm down, bro. Calm down, bro.